share. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we do. Okay. I am streaming from Facebook and YouTube. And I'm also going to share really quickly. All right. I almost made it, but almost don't count. Okay. That's what we do know. Almost does not count. So let me share real quick. I should have been. We could have been what we could have been. I could sound like a man in the morning, baby. Can't nobody tell me nothing. What we could have been. Oh, when. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to wake up with RoAsia. Come on in. I know some of y'all are just waking up, but that's okay. I am too. We'll wake up together. I appreciate you being here, for choosing this as your destination, for tuning in when you didn't have to, for being a part of today's inspiration. I'm sorry, just in case you're wondering, yes, I feel your anticipation. I am just as excited as you are about today's affirmations. I need you all to listen and hear me when I say we are all truly blessed to be here. What a way to start your day, okay? Don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Now let's take this down. I don't know who Esco is chasing outside. I just put him outside. I have no idea who he's chasing. Okay, absolutely not. So let's take this down. My life in the sunshine. Everybody loves. Hi guys. Everybody loves the sunshine. So hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I was um I was sitting back and I was thank you guys for watching from YouTube as well. I appreciate y'all. So I was sitting back and I was watching Stacy Big Mama coming to the scene. I was watching Pastor Keon. Is his last name Henderson? I feel like I got a piece of cotton on these lashes, you all. Is his last name Henderson? So I was watching. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I was watching him and okay, I think I got it. Okay, that's his name. All right. Thank you, Capri. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Thank y'all. So I said there are different ways of meditation and people don't understand that, but I had no idea of today's scripture. Like, you can use meditation in a, it's, to me, meditation is spiritual, right? Whatever faith you fall under or you categorize yourself with, you may practice meditation in that area. So I was sitting up and I said, I can. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I said, I'm just thinking in a sense of meditation. Have you guys ever used, I'm sorry, y'all, it is really something on this lash. Have you ever used that one app, the Calm app, to help you sleep? If you've ever used that, tell me in the comments. All right. If you've ever used that app. Good morning, bro. How are you? Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Mama Mona. So that's a form of meditation, right? So okay, and it helps. That's what I was waiting for. A lot of people, they sleep better if they hear the rain, whereas there are some people that may find it very annoying. You know what I'm saying? You got the notifications, but didn't get the meeting. I don't know what you mean, sister. All right, so there are some people that you use it for your granddaughter. Okay, so there are some people that they actually It's annoying at the same time. So, but overall, when you think of meditation, it's you in a calm space. I don't know whether you dim your lights, whether you may turn the lights all the way off and maybe use a candle, whatever it is that you do in your form of meditation. So I sat back just quietly sitting on my bed and I was thinking about a sister had sent me a very long message. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'm so grateful for the text where you can hear it play, because that way I put my earbud in and I was literally doing my night skincare. And it was a very long message. And so I put it in my ear and I'm listening to the message. But then what I did in the middle of listening to the message, I paused on my skincare. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm at the point of, I had just put the toner on and I'm at the point of, how do you call it? The serums and the moisturizer. So I turn the water off. So I just hear her voice. Her voice is very calm. It's a voice I could listen to. You know, some people have them voices where you like, you know what? I ain't gonna be able to, you ain't gonna be able to get none of my attention. This is not gonna work. All right. This is not going to work. Let me see. I'm a water winter baby. Any form of water soothes me. And after a bath shower, if I don't keep moving, I will go to sleep. Really? Okay. That's interesting. So I'm listening to this sister in my ear, and I'm more so of, I find myself in a pause. So now I'm really focused on what it is that she's saying to me. And I say, you know, people, the intentional egg, okay? Because I'm going to be who I am. Hands down. Y'all already know that while I'm over here rocking my RoAsia shirt. I'm going to be who I am. It's not going to shift. None of that. Good morning, sister. But what will happen is I am going to be a person that owns where I am, as well as owning continued growth. No excuses. Excuses is made for incompetent people. So I'm going to give it to you. It is up to you. And this goes for anybody, anywhere. I'm going to give it to you. And then it is up to them if they accept it. Everybody doesn't have to accept what you bring. You expect respect, but everybody doesn't have to accept what you bring or who you are. You can respect who I am. That doesn't mean that you have to accept it, right? So I'm listening to this sister, and it's pretty much, ooh, y'all, I'm going today for them to do something to the front of these lashes. Because what we not going to do is have that problem. Because when I wash my face, I get that moistness in my tear duct a lot. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm listening to this sister talk to me. And some of the things that are being said, you know, it really goes deep into what is going on in my life, business, whatever the case may be. And when I say going on in my life, I mean, period. You may think that social media is my life. It's a part of it. So there are things that I share with you all that some of you all really take, and or if the Lord give you a word for me, I'm not saying who he will and won't use, because baby, all we got to do is be willing. People think that I am a one that God would never, he would just throw a stone at me and just never. So I'm listening to this sister talk to me, and some of the things that are being said, and I'm like, okay. Now I done sat down. I told y'all it was a long message. Now I done sat down, and I am sitting on the toilet, not using the bathroom, okay? Please don't think that. But now I didn't sat down, and I am okay. Let me say hey, because I don't want y'all to think I don't see y'all. All right, come on with it, Sabrina. Thank you. Thank you, sister. We're going to be leaning more so towards YouTube as well. So, that's just something I want to put out there. Hey, Mama Alita, how are you this morning? Hey, Patricia, how are you this morning? So, I wind up sitting down. So, I'm sitting down, and I just feel a real spiritual person is going to say the Holy Spirit. I'm going to explain to you what I felt. Okay? I don't want you all to ever think that I am more than who I am. Where I am in my walk is not where I expect anybody else to be. And a lot of times people are very judgmental on individuals that are trying to get closer to the Lord in a very, very spiritual type of way. They tend to try to put a time stamp on where you should be, how you should speak. None of that. It's a continued process to the day you die, because perfection does not exist. Therefore, it is something that will always go on. Okay. So I'm sat down on the toilet and I'm listening. I feel a very calmness come over me and just a warm feeling. So I just began to smile. Man, I didn't put my dots on my face, the essence oil, okay? So I didn't put it on my face. I don't even realize it's dripping. I'm so focused on hearing what she's saying to me in that moment. I don't even realize it's then dripped down on my little one-eye t-shirt, because I hadn't even put on my pajamas yet. So it's then dripped down, but I'm so engaged in what is being said to me, because I know when I am getting a word from him through somebody else. Whether you want to believe it or not, I do know when that is. So for me, in a space, I need to close out all the noise, like all of the noise. I don't care the water, turn the light off. If I need to be sitting in the dark listening, whatever will distract my attention from what is being said to me in that moment, I was literally, it's deemed to me as a form of meditation. Just like you listen to the calm that puts you to sleep, it was the same form for me. So it just, while I was sitting there and I was thinking about that, then I got up and I looked at today's scripture. So you can't make some of these things up, because it just so happens to happen like they happen. People have believed for so long that lying is absolutely the truth, that they don't even know a truth if it slap them in the face. Okay. So the scripture for today is Psalm 16, verse 14, and it reads, "May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer." So when I read that, I said, oh, everything I do ain't always pleasing in his sight. I know that. Then I say to myself, self, and this is just now. This is why I'm really delayed, because I was sitting here thinking about it. I said, I know everything I do ain't pleasing to him. But I also know he has an unwavering love. So when I go to him in a form of meditation, all right, I'm trying to give this to you all the best way I possibly can for me, because I know that I'm not the only one at this level. There's a reason why I've been placed in this space, right? It's the reason why beyond what I deem it to be of what it actually is. Okay? The scripture is Psalm 16, verse 14. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer. So then I say, all right, now when I come to him, I do come in a calm space, but I don't always come to him in a calm space. I have came to the Lord before very angry, and it's okay, because if you think about it, if he is the Father, all right, if he is the Father, like most of us believe, when you think in the sense of your, when you think in the sense of your birth father, have you went to your birth father upset? Have you went to your birth father in tears? Have you went to your birth father in all of these different type of ways? Have you? So I look at it in a sense, I can go to him in any kind of way. In any kind of way. He's going to hear me. So I can go, I say, Lord, I know this morning, just not before I came on here, I know there are things that are not pleasing to you. But I also know that not that I'm human crap, okay? Because to me, that's like saying to a person that does something to someone else, but they did it to me. I mean, come on now, whatever. So I don't want to go into that. Yeah, that's just what it says there. You may be reading from a different Bible. All the scriptures aren't the same. They're there for the same meaning, but your translation may be different. It may be different. So this says yours says Psalm 19:14. This says Psalm 16:14. So I don't know why. Maybe that's the difference. Okay. I'm not sure why, but I'm just reading what is put there. So I'm like, yo, he's gonna hear me. I know everything that I do is not pleasing. But I also know that what my intentional, I have an intentional, everybody has a space of intention, and how you use your space of intention is just however you use it. So I don't have intentional hurt, right? What I stand on is you're not going to play with me. So this is the conversation I'm having with the Lord. Like, hear me out, Pops. Listen. Because, yeah, I get it. Your words say give everything to you. I get all that. You understand what I'm talking about? You understand? I'm talking to you. You get me? But at the same time, I know what keeps me in a space of my growth. Silence don't work in a space for my growth. Now, I believe you are a God of reasoning, especially with your children. Okay? You accepted you sent your son. And the man up there that was up there unaliving people, he came to you and said, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. I think they knew what they was doing, but whatever. Okay. Own up to what you do. Accountability, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm having a whole conversation with God. And I'm like, listen, I don't produce intentional hurt. There's not a bone in my body that intends. There are people that get up and their intention is to harm someone in some way, whether it be verbally, whether it be physically, whether it be mentally. And then what about the ones that do it in every way? So I'm literally like, yo, I sit and I meditate in him. And I believe anytime that you go into prayer, it's a form of meditation, because when I pray, I'm almost seclude myself from everything. It's just me and him. And then I also pray when I'm laying down. I mean, if my mind is part of who I am, God can hear a silent prayer just like he can hear one that I speak out. If I'm supposed to be quiet because the devil listening too, so wouldn't the devil be listening when I'm praying to the Lord as well? And if the devil gonna hear my words, don't he know my thoughts too? I'm just wondering, this is me talking to the Lord. Okay. So the scripture, if it's wrong on the page, what it reads, just completely hit today. So I'm like, nah, this is not what I do. But in the growth for me and in the path that I took in my life, being silent for anyone don't work with me. I came from a silent space, Lord, and you brought me out of that. You delivered me from that. So in that sense, I'm going to always be vocal. This is a vow I made to myself, and I came out of a bondage space like that. I wasn't given a voice to not use it, right? So then you might think, well, oh, it's the way you use it. Pause, little buttercup. Okay? Pause, little buttercup. Because we still talking about me. That's something, ain't it, sister? All right, we here. Something's going on. And we got to pay attention to what we can't see, as opposed to we put too much attention in what we see, as opposed to putting more attention into what we cannot see. And I'm working on that too. So I'm like, okay, because today's scripture is Psalm 16:14. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So I'm like, hold on, right? I've come out of place of bondage. So don't come at me with that it's not the way, it's how you use it. Listen. So I said, Lord, the only thing that I'm really, really trying my best to do is to minimize me cussing. But I also said, nah, Lord, that was a way, that was my form of staying out of jail in my younger years. Because you rather me verbally say what I have to say than me physically show you what I'm feeling. Was I the only one like that? So what I have used as a form to protect me, to keep me with my children, to keep me in the world, to keep me sane, I just can't let it go like that. So what I'm asking of you is redirect the words. I want to still give all of me when I'm upset, when I'm angry, when I'm happy. These are emotions that we were given for a reason. Hey, Mika Mocha Latte. Hey, Lady B. Hey, everybody. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I see y'all. I promise. And I love y'all. I'm not ignoring anyone. So I just I want to be able to still, give all of it, everything, good, bad, right, wrong. These are things that happen in life. We never get everything right. Therefore, we get some things wrong. Therefore, when we realize that they're wrong, where's the accountability? Not even to the world. Where's the accountability in self? Now, if you come into a space where you're always in front of the world, then you owe it to the world that level of accountability. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I don't care what it is. I have to forgive each and every individual that has wronged me. It is nowhere in the word, in the great good book of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that's came down here for all of us that none of us deserve, because ain't nobody gonna lay their life on the line for a whole bunch of sinners. It ain't gonna happen. It won't happen never. It's only happened once and one time only, and we are waiting for him to come back, period. So I'm like, I'm not going to I'm not going, I don't want to. The same way I look is the same way people tried to put me in the box before. Like, nah, look at her. She has all these piercings. Look at her. Like, stones been thrown at me my whole life because I've been exactly who I am. Stones was thrown at me because I was 15 and in the church pregnant. So they were thrown, baby. Thrown. Bah, bah, bah. I've been getting stones thrown at me. So how in the world do you think the internet is going to be able to throw a stone and it move me? It behooves me. The devil is stupid. And I don't rock with that. I understand that, but that's not what I tell people. Because in a person in a place of unforgiveness, imagine coming to them and saying that we have to forgive in order to be forgiven. And somebody just took your child. And you looking at the man or the woman in a courtroom. And somebody come and tap you on your shoulder. Well, I know. God is able. We have to forgive. I'll punch that person in the face. So what I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying is it's a way to deliver his love in all different forms. And in every single form, it is people that are planted there to receive it. And there's not a devil on this earth or no devil in hell that's going to make me believe. The attempts will be taken, baby, but not going to make me believe that I am not in a space where I am required to be doing what I'm doing because I was told, it was prophesied over me a long time ago that my position was way bigger than the food. And then in 2019, I was like, lady, you don't know what you're talking about, baby. I just be on here cooking. You don't know what you're talking about. I just be on here cooking. So again, I didn't see it. I should have paid more attention. And what I didn't see, what she was speaking over me at the time, I'm paying attention to what I physically see. I physically see this direct TV bill. I physically see this Wi-Fi bill. I physically see my dogs need dog food. I physically see I got to go cook. I physically see my man on his way home. I'm paying attention to everything that's in front of me. I've spent so much time paying attention to what's in front of me and not, it should be more focused in what I can't see, because what I cannot see is actually what I'm trying to get to. So why am I going to focus on it right here? So I say, Lord, before I play the affirmations, I'm just giving y'all my whole thought process this morning, all right? I got a lot of crappy things going on outside of the internet. And in the morning when I say the devil is hitting me from left to right, in and out, hip to hip, ankle to ankle, big toe to big toe. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am getting attacked in so many ways that you could not imagine. But I sit here and still do what's required of me to do. And when I say I'm talking about every single way you can imagine, all at one time. You mean to tell me it is because of the internet? No. No. It's because I have chosen to do what it is that's part of my purpose in the midst of still living my life. I am being hit in my health, in my finances. In my finances, it's been the past 6 months the devil been attacking me. When it comes down to after I do all of my outside stuff, this means nothing. compared to my life. Am I surviving? Absolutely. He said he would never leave me nor forsake me. Am I going through every single day? Absolutely. But I still show up. You cannot pay attention to what is in front of you. A big part of belief beyond hope, beyond faith, is knowing. I know what he said. I know what he's done. I know what he's capable of doing based off of what he's done. So what about what I know? I know if he stripped me of everything, I got to still keep going because I'm not going to want to stay in that space. So there are different forms of meditation. And I asked God this morning, just give me the wherewithal to not cuss so much. My intentions, he knows them. You bother me, I'm going to bother back. No man nor woman nor scripture is going to change that. Not because I'm not willing, just because I'm not going to lose my mind. And if what has kept me all this time has worked, how dare another individual attempt to tell me what to let go of? If I let go of that, I will be in prison. If I let go of that, somebody's gonna get hurt. And I mean that. You can call it what you want. You can say, I think I'm a big this. None of that. It's honesty. It is me being blatantly honest about who I am. So you cannot tell me, give it to God. I am not one of those people. Will I ever get there? Only God knows. I don't know. Because this has worked for me my entire life to keep me in the world. Because honestly, I shouldn't be here. And I'm not even talking about in prison. I'm talking about I should not be here physical. I should be at my resting place many moons ago. Many moons ago. I promise you that. As a kid. But I'm here. So if the devil been attacking me way before the internet, how in the jolly green giant are you think so you gonna tell me something about karma? He been bothering me way before the iPhone, baby. He been bothering me since church. I don't know about y'all. Okay, I don't know about none of y'all, but I know how long he been bothering me. He been bothering me since kindergarten. He been bothering me since my granddaddy was in a wheelchair, before my granddaddy passed away. So I don't know about none of y'all, but the audacity to think that you're going to tell me that my internet behavior is the reason why I got things, you are out of your mind. I've been going through. I just been pushing through it. Hello? Who? No, you are not. That is my children's father. I am not with him. I ain't paying no bills for him. And why do you have my number? Well, I don't know why you when you reach him, when you do reach him, however you gonna reach him, which I don't know, but when you reach him, tell him I said he pathetic. I ain't seen him in over 10 years. But he ain't got no. He's done leeching off of me. I ain't paying no bills for him. I ain't seen him. Look him up on this social security number. I'm pretty sure y'all got it if you a bill collector, but I ain't him and he is not me. Okay. You have a great day, all right? All right. Thank you so much. Baby, I'm not covering nobody dead. Huh? What? What? Baby, I ain't seen that man in 10, 11 years. He don't know nothing about his biological children sitting right up there. He knows nothing about all of their accolades. You know why? They have a father. Tell him I said he pathetic when you find him. But I ain't him. Y'all, I've had the same number for 14 years. Okay? So, you know, I don't know why they calling me. Do you hear me? So anyway, I said, no, I'm not. You're not going to tell me that. I've been going through since I was a shorty because it's been a calling on my life since I was a shorty. So I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of you that think that my delivery of whatever it is, it don't fit what you think is deemed to fit, baby, I don't give a damn. I don't care. And I mean that with everything in me. It has nothing to do with what goes on the internet. Life lives. And life has been lifing with me since I came out of my mama's womb. And life is not going to stop lifing with me unless I give in to Satan and become one of his warriors. Life is not going to stop lifing with me. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with what I say on any of my platforms. I am who I am. And because I didn't sell my soul to the devil, baby, he going to keep on trying to be a monkey on my back. So we're going to go ahead and get into the affirmations. The audacity. The audacity. The audacity. Thank God my mom ain't raised no punk. And I'll never be one. Never. So take it how you want to take it. And take your opinions with you when you leave or you hate. Whatever you choose, wherever you are. I'm not supposed to fit what man says. I'm supposed to fit and try my best to fit what he says. And ain't none of y'all him, so I don't give a damn. Now y'all ready for the I love you, sister. Hey, Melly. Y'all ready for the affirmations? I don't got time. I do not got time. Time ain't waiting on nobody, baby. I got things to do. And if you do not think that there's somebody going through that God says, I'm going to put you in a space for all people. Yeah, you ain't for everybody, but I'm going to put you in a space with your big old mouth where all people have the ability to hear. Some will relate and some will hate. Some will congratulate, but I appreciate if you sit your big head tail down and try your best to do what I'm asking you to do. And I promise you, with my right hand, I'm trying my best, but I still am who I am. And if you take me right now, I know where I'm going. I guarantee you that. Spend your life trying to please what people think. You're going to spend your life with a resting space all the way over in hell. I don't idolize humans. Did that lady just call my phone trying to look for my ex-husband? Who she thought she was playing with? I forgot, girl. I'm telling you, I get to talking. Y'all got to slow me down, Capri. You got to slow me down because I get to talking too much. And they screen recording me like crazy. Y'all know they mad all over the internet. Let's tell the truth now. Y'all hit the hearts and stuff. They're very angry. They're very angry because Nikki is not a quitter. They're very angry because you attacked my foundation page and I'm still here. They're very angry because they attacked every Team Zari for 6 months and I still showed up every day. They're very angry because I can come online and there are people that will come and listen to me whether they like me or not. They're very angry just because of who I am. Take it up with Jesus, baby. I totally forgot. I promise y'all. So let's get it. All right? Let's get it. Let's get it. That lady just really called my phone. Oh my gosh. She did.
Playing in your face like you don't see what you see. Like you don't feel what you feel. Treating you like you ain't who you are.
Come on now.
They don't know what you've been through. And you try to be humble, don't you? And be quiet and just chill. But sometimes you gotta pop out and show them.
Woo!
Sometimes you gotta go and pop out and let them realize just because I don't mean I can't. The reason I am the way I am is because I realize God did this. I ain't do this. But if you keep talking, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that y'all not like us. Y'all not like us. Sit down. You gotta speak it.
What you said, Pastor, let it run back.
That's why folk playing with you. Playing in your face like you don't see what you see. Like you don't feel what you feel. Treating you like you ain't who you are. They don't know what you've been through. And you try to be humble, don't you? And be quiet and just chill. But sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. Preaching the three of y'all. Sometimes you gotta go and pop out and let them realize just because I don't mean I can't. The reason I am the way I am is because I realize God did this. I ain't do this. But if you keep talking, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that y'all not like us. Y'all not like us. Sit down. You gotta speak it.
Hold on, give me a minute, y'all. I see y'all comments.
That's why folk play.
I need it one more time. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I see y'all comments. Give me a minute. Let me have my moment. Let me have my moment. Please and thank you. I got to get it one more time. Let me get my sit-down praise dance going, okay? And we're going to pick it up.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show them. Preaching the three of y'all. Sometimes you got to go and pop out and let them realize just because I don't mean I can't. The reason I am the way I am is because I realize God did this. I ain't do this. But if you keep talking, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that y'all not like us. Y'all not like us. Sit down. You gotta speak it.
Okay. All right. All right, let's come back. Okay. You just posted this, baby. What he said. I'm about to say, I gotta say this, honey. I gotta say that in the midst of it. Come on now. Check your text message. Okay, mama. Okay, I'm finna check it right now. I had to get I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get my praise dance on. I'm telling you. Sit down and shut up. Ooh. I'm gonna run it back one more again, sister. Hold on. Let me check my text messages. Woo! Mama, thank you so much. So very much. Thank you. All right. Pastor Mike, thank you so much, Mama. Pastor Mike be preaching. All right, we're going to run it back one more again. Thank you. Let's get it, y'all. Woo, baby.
That's why folk playing with you. Playing in your face.
Playing in
Like
your
you don't
face.
see what you see.
Like you don't see
Like
what you see.
feel what you feel.
Like I don't feel what I feel. Like I don't know who I am. They ain't been through what I've been through. I be trying. And I be trying to be quiet and chill. But sometimes I gotta pop out.
Sometimes you gotta go and pop out and let them realize just because I don't mean I can't. The reason I am the way I am is because I realize God did this. I ain't do this. But if you keep talking, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that y'all not like us.
Hey!
Y'all not like us.
Hey!
Sit down.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
You gotta speak
Hey!
it.
Hey! 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 I'm telling you, whoo! Had to give a praise dance for Jesus. Ooh, Lord, have mercy on my soul, baby.
Some people are mad at you because you won't quit.
What he said?
Some people are mad at you because you won't quit. You won't give up. You won't stop. No matter what happens.
No matter what.
Keep trying. So many times when they realize that the javelin can't even hit you, that they keep throwing it at you, and they keep throwing at you, and keep throwing it at you, it's to your glory. Look at somebody and tell them, all you gotta do is just succeed.
Hey!
Stop worrying about getting them back. Stop worrying about trying to make sure they see you. They see you.
They see me, baby.
They
see me, baby.
Every time somebody said, I love you, then they left. You had to keep back up and preach when the person tried to scandalize them.
Yes, I did.
Preach and pray. Preach and pray. Preach
Huh.
and pray. Broken, disheartened,
Huh.
bleeding.
What?
Preaching at the same time. It takes resilience.
Woo!
People are mad at you because you won't quit. You won't give up. You won't stop. No matter what happens, you keep trying. After so many times, when they realize that the javelin can't even hit you, that they keep throwing it at you, and they keep throwing at you, and keep throwing it at you, it's to your glory. Look at somebody and tell them, all you gotta do is just succeed. That's all you gotta do. Stop worrying about getting them back. Stop worrying about trying to make sure they see you. They see you. Trust me. They see you. Every time somebody said, I love you, then they left. You had to keep back up and preach when the person tried to scandalize you. Preach and pray. Preach and pray. Preach and pray. Preach and pray. Broken, disheartened, cut, bleeding, and preaching at the same time. It takes resilience. Some people are mad at you.
Baby, you can't tell me none about none.
God does not speak to entertain. God does not speak to gossip. There are moments where, in the mercy of God, He's trying to get a message to you, right? Because maybe of the significance and the magnitude of what needs to happen. But when you talk about consistently receiving from the Lord, there is a maturity to know how to handle the words of God, where you don't just discard them as random. You just don't, write it down and forget about it. God does not speak to waste words. So there is a place of maturity for the believer where we can be in a position that we are constantly receiving messages from God.
Baby, on today. They not like us. 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 That is in my head now. Woo! Jesus Christ.
I got a word for you. God says in this next season of your life, no grace to anybody who rejects you. When you are in the will of God and you are doing what God told you to do, and they cannot see the God in you, God says, don't worry about it. I'll shut the door and I'll end the grace for the people who don't see I'm working with you. Noah wasn't perfect. Noah was a drunk, but he was God's choice. Slap your neighbor and say, don't mess with me. God picked me. I don't care what you think about me. God still got his hand on me. You might not have liked my decision, but God still loves me. And let me tell you something. Don't mess up your future trying to judge my past. You better hear what I said. You don't mess up your tomorrow trying to look at my yesterday. Your business is your business. My business is my business. But let me tell you something. I got the boat. Touch it and say, I got the boat. You can say whatever you want about me, but I got the boat. You can talk about my drinking habits, but I got the boat. You can talk about what I did, but I got the boat. So it doesn't matter what you think about me. I'm on the boat. I got a word for you.
Come on now, people. Now, when I just ran my mouth for 40 days and 40 nights, huh? Is the phone listening to me? Am I being punked? Am I being duped? I'm just going to go ahead and let it play.
God says in this next season of your life, no grace to anybody who rejects you. When you are in the will of God and you are doing what God told you to do, and they cannot see the God in you, God says, don't worry about it. I'll shut the door and I'll end the grace for the people who don't see I'm working with you. Noah wasn't perfect. Noah was a drunk, but he was God's choice. Slap your neighbor and say, don't mess with me. God picked me. I don't care what you think about me. God still got his hand on me. You might not have liked my decision, but God still loves me. And let me tell you something. Don't mess up your future trying to judge my past. You better hear what I said. You don't mess up your tomorrow trying to look at my yesterday. Your business is your business. My business is my business. But let me tell you something. I got the boat. Touch it and say, I got the boat. You can say whatever you want about me, but I got the boat. You can talk about my drinking habits, but I got the boat. You can talk about what I did, but I got the boat. So it doesn't matter what you think about me. I'm on the boat.
Now, I don't got to give no grace to nobody that do me wrong. Does it hold more weight because the pastor said it? Or does it overall hold weight because that's a fact? I refuse to give grace. Now, the way I handle not giving grace ain't got nothing to do with nobody, because I got the vote.
Because God told me to tell 7 of y'all, don't block nobody else. Don't make your page private this year. No, God said, I'm going to bless you in a way that your haters don't have to text each other and say, hey, you better go look. I need you to slap 3 people a high five and say, I'm going to give them something to look at this year. They're going to have to look at me walk into a new house. Look at me walk into promotion. Look at me
like a super.
Look at my child graduate. Look at my money go to another level. Slap 5 people high five and type in the comments, look. And you over here crying, telling me why I'm going through hell. What if God using the hell you going through to free you from some stuff? Because God told me to tell 7 of y'all, don't block nobody else. Don't make your page private this year. No, God said, I'm going to bless you in a way that your haters don't have to text each other and say, hey, you better go look. I need you to slap 3 people a high five and say, I'm going to give them something to look at this year. They're going to have to look at me.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Walk into a new house. Look at me walk into promotion. Look at me drop 20 pounds. Look at my child graduate. Look at my money go to another level. Slap 5 people high five and type in the comments, look. And you over here crying, telling me why I'm going through hell. What if God using the hell you going through to free you from some stuff?
Baby.
You're about to be given some keys, and you're not expecting these keys, but the keys are expecting you. They've been waiting for you, and just be open and ready to receive these keys that God is giving you. You're the man for the job, and you're the woman for the job. If I was you, I would type that out, because you're doing a declaration for what God is about to give you. Honestly, there's no one more deserving than you at this particular time, because you have a good heart, humble in spirit, meek in spirit, and you're going to help lead the people to the right place. Lead the people to the right place. You just sit back and watch what God does for you in your life. You're about to be given some keys, and you're not expecting these keys, but the keys are expecting you. They've been waiting for you. And just be open and ready to receive these keys that God is giving you. You're the man for the job, and you're the woman for the job. If I was you, I would type that out because you're doing a declaration for what God is about to give you. Honestly, there's no one more deserving than you at this particular time because you have a good heart, humble in spirit, meek in spirit, and you're going to help lead the people to the right place. Lead the people to the right place. You just sit back and watch what God does for you in your life.
Mama Pamela. Mama Pamela, am I tripping? What happened? Now, see, when I call out certain people's names during our lives, it's because of something beyond the internet, right? And I'll be saying, I play these and we apply them to our lives in whatever way they fit. Mama Pamela, I ain't okay. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping, Mama. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping. That's all I want to do.
God knows that you're in a dire need. That if He doesn't show up, you don't know what's going to happen. He spoke to me yesterday and He says, tell my children that I am coming. And I'm not going to spare anyone that's in my way when I get there. I know that they need an impossible thing to happen. And He says that He's going to do whatever it takes to get you to the next. Whatever. And when He said these words, He had me write it down. He says, I will do whatever it takes. And I sat with these words, and then He gave me a snapshot of everything that He did to get all of His people out of captivity and into their promised lands and everything. Like, God will literally part a Red Sea. He will literally have you walk over on dry ground. He will have you walking around the building for 7 days and then yell. He will have you coming on a battlefield and a battle already be won. Like He says, I will do whatever it takes. Whatever. I'm not going to spare nobody. I've already gave them warning to leave you alone, yet and still they still do, because the devil is very hard-headed and very stubborn, and he thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do. Not with God and not with God's children. And God is saying, I will spare no one. I am going to do whatever it takes to get you out of bondage. Whatever it takes to get you out of depression, out of lack, out of suppression. All of the actions. Like He's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get you out of those kind of bondages, addiction, and out poverty and lack. He's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Just sit back, be quiet, and have your stuff packed because I'm coming to get you. Wait for me at the front door because I'm coming to get you. And I don't care who I got to get through to get to you. My child is in that building. I gave them options to let you out. I gave them options to open the door and let me come get you. I gave them options, but they think that they're going to do what they want to do. God has said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. God knows that you're in a dire need. That if He doesn't show up, you don't know what's going to happen.
Capri, can you please reply to Kinezia?
He spoke to me yesterday and He says, tell my children that I am coming. And I'm not going to spare anyone that's in my way when I get there. I know that they need an impossible thing to happen. And He says that He's going to do whatever it takes to get you to the next. Whatever. And when He said these words, He had me write it down. He says, I will do whatever it takes. And I sat with these words, and then he gave me a snapshot of everything that he did to get all of his people out of captivity and into their promised lands and everything. Like, God will literally part a Red Sea. He will literally have you walk over on dry ground. He will have you walking around the building for 7 days and then yell. He will have you coming on a battlefield and a battle already be won. Like he says, I will do whatever it takes. Whatever. I'm not going to spare nobody. I've already gave them warning to leave you alone, yet and still they still do, because the devil is very hard-headed and very stubborn, and he thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do. Not with God and not with God's children. And God is saying, I will spare no one. I am going to do whatever it takes to get you out of bondage. Whatever it takes to get you out of depression, out of lack, out of suppression. All of the actions. Like, he's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get you out of those kind of bondages, addiction, and out poverty and lack. He's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Just sit back, be quiet, and have your stuff packed, because I'm coming to get you. Wait for me at the front door, because I'm coming to get you. And I don't care who I got to get through to get to you. My child is in that building. I gave them options to let you out. I gave them options to open the door and let me come get you. I gave them options, but they think that they're going to do what they want to do. God has said, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
It's
Michael, around mama them had to remember numbers. They would say, God, call Keisha for me, 205-925. Call Mike and tell we coming over 798. As of right now, I don't know my son's phone number. I don't know none of y'all's phone number, because times have evolved so much. I don't have to remember the number.
Her name is
just say, hey, Siri.
Her name is Linderia. I gotta get her name, but that's her first name.
And speak the name. That for 6 of y'all like, who I don't know all the scriptures. Just speak the name.
Yeah.
I ain't been in church long like y'all. Whether you was here 1 day or 10 years, there is a name that's above every name. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I wish I had 300 people who would just speak that name. Jireh, RoAsia, El-Elyon, Adonai, Elohim, Jesus. Michael, around mama them had to remember numbers. They would say, God, call Keisha for me, 205-925. Call Mike and tell we coming over 798. As of right now, I don't know my son's phone number. I don't know none of y'all's phone number, because times have evolved so much. I don't have to remember the number. I can just say, hey, Siri, and speak the name. That for 6 of y'all like, who I don't know all the scriptures. Just speak the name. I ain't been in church long like y'all. Whether you was here 1 day or 10 years, there is a name that's above every name. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I wish I had 300 people who would just speak that name. Jireh, RoAsia, El-Elyon, Adonai, Elohim, Jesus.
Baby, thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Baby Sharice. That's her name right there. Right there. Baby. Woo! Woo! I'm trying to tell you something.
Genesis. God creates the world, humans wreck it. Exodus, the exit of the Israelites is epic. Leviticus and Numbers, God's people get wobbly. Moses whips him into shape in Deuteronomy. Joshua's pursuit of the promised land is legendary. Judges hold grudges, but Ruth is extraordinary. 1st and 2nd Samuel, David has heart. 1st and 2nd Kings, the king's kingdom falls apart. Chronicles, the Israelites are inching into exile. Ezra, Nehemiah bring them back from the Gentiles. Esther is the queen, save.
Oh, my bad.
Jews from catastrophe. Job finds hope in the middle of his tragedy. Psalms are the bomb David drops when he's worshiping. Proverbs are the words of the wise king's journaling. Here's Ecclesiastes, life is a vapor. Here's Song of Solomon, skip it till later. Isaiah says King Jesus will be born. Jeremiah blasts God's plan on the horn. Lamentations, God's nations in pieces. They need a new heart, which Ezekiel teaches. Daniel, can you handle it? Furnaces and lions. The way of Hosea is salvation through reliance. Job plays a role of announcing God's day. Amos is famous for the narrow and the straight. Obadiah here prior to Messiah's on the way. So does Jonah all alone inside of fish for 3 days. Micah like an earthquake speaks God's power. Name names, got a trustworthy strong tower. A backup with the backup of a vision on a tablet. Zephaniah writing God's love is elaborate. Haggai, good guys, passion is contagious. Zechariah, Malachi, God's gonna save us. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all about Jesus. Acts of the facts, how he'll never leave us. Romans is a road to a spirit-filled life. Corinthians, faith, hope, love never die. Galatians, fruit of the spirit gonna grow. Ephesians, God's masterpiece, good to know. Philippians, running that race for Christ. Colossians, wash clean, doing things right. First and Second Thessalonians, giving God gratitude. First and Second Timothy, leading with your attitude. Titus gonna tell us about grace from above. Philemon, leading on brotherly love. Hebrews, growing up faith like a child. The name of the James game, join every child. First and Second Peter cast cares on Jesus. First, Second, Third John, his love frees us. Jude is a dude speaking truth that burns. Revelation celebrating Jesus' return.
Don't play with me. What? What? Don't play with me. First of all, did it just wrap the every book in the Bible? Good people, did it just wrap every book in the Bible? It says Grace Family Church. Did it just do that? Huh? I'm going to share it on the page. Okay? I'm going to share it on the page. Let me copy the link and share it now. And we're going to close with that one, baby. You can't make this here up. You cannot make this here up. Hold on. Because he just gave the business. Okay? He just gave the business. So let me go on over here and share it on the page. But today's affirmation's been affirming, honey. Let me go on over here and share it on the page. When I tell you, ooh, a whole word, I'm going to throw a shoe. That's my shoe at the top. I done threw 3 shoes in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and I only got 2 feet. Woo! All right, we're going to close with this, brother. Let me turn it up. I just shared it on the page, and we're going to close with this, brother.
Genesis, God creates the world, humans wreck it. Exodus, the exit of the Israelites is epic. Leviticus and Numbers, God's people get wobbly. Moses whips him into shape in Deuteronomy. Joshua's pursuit of the promised land is legendary. Judges hold grudges, but Ruth is extraordinary. First and Second Samuel, David has heart. First and Second Kings, the king's kingdom falls apart. Chronicles, the Israelites are inching into exile. Ezra, Nehemiah bring them back from the Gentiles. Esther is the queen saving Jews from catastrophe. Job finds hope in the middle of his tragedy. Psalms are the bomb David drops when he's worshiping. Proverbs are the words of the wise king's journaling. Here's Ecclesiastes, life is a vapor. Here's Song of Solomon, skip it till later. Isaiah says King Jesus will be born. Jeremiah blasts God's plan on the horn. Lamentations, God's nations in pieces. They need a new heart, which is Ezekiel teaches. Daniel, can you handle it? Furnaces and lions. The way of Hosea is salvation through reliance. Job plays a role of announcing God's day. Amos is famous for the narrow and the straight. Obadiah here prior to Messiah's on the way. So does Jonah all alone inside of fish for 3 days. Micah like an earthquake speaks God's power. Name names, got a trustworthy strong tower. A backup with the backup of a vision on a tablet. Zephaniah writing God's love is elaborate. Haggai, good guys, passion is contagious. Zechariah, Malachi, God's gonna save us. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all about Jesus. Jesus. Acts on the facts how he'll never leave us. Romans is a road to a spirit-filled life. Corinthians, faith, hope, love never die. Galatians, fruit of the spirit gonna grow. Ephesians, God's masterpiece, good to know. Philippians, running that race with Christ. Colossians, wash clean, doing things right. First and second Thessalonians, giving God gratitude. First and second Timothy, leading with your attitude. Titus gonna tell us about grace from above. Philemon, leaning on brotherly love. Hebrews, growing up faith like a child. The name of the James game, join every child. First and second Peter cast cares on Jesus. First, second, third John, his love freezes. Jude is a dude speaking truth that burns. Revelation celebrating Jesus' return.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. It's one more. Hold on.
Being hidden by God. And there's a difference between being hidden and hiding. Some of y'all have been calling obscurity being hidden by God. And the truth of the matter is you've been hiding. See, this is the whole reason that Samuel has to come and even look for David. He comes and looks for David because the last king is losing his job. If you read about 5 chapters earlier, Saul was the king, and God came to him in a secret, obscure place and said, you're going to be the next king through Samuel. And the day they go to do the coronation, the day they go to tell it in front of everybody, what he already knew in private, you're the next king, you got to take this spot. When they go to look for him, guess what King Saul is doing? Hiding. You don't believe me. Y'all think I'm making this up. 1 Samuel chapter 10. So Samuel brought all the tribes of Israel before the Lord, and the tribe of Benjamin was chosen by lot. Then he brought each family of the tribe of Benjamin before the Lord, and the family of the matrix was chosen. And finally, so hey, let me just give you a Bible thing. Make up the word. If you all know it and it is not important yet, go back and listen. Some of y'all be getting tripped up. That's the matrix for me. And then we're gonna learn it. And finally, Saul's son of Kish, I got that one, was chosen from among them. But when they looked for him, he had disappeared. So they asked the Lord, where is he? Is there anybody asking the Lord where you're at? Because you disappeared from the post that God had for you. People are like, where's the help? Where's the people you promised? Where's the... And the Lord replied to them, he's hiding. He's hiding among the baggage. So they found him and brought him out. And he stood head and shoulders above everybody else. He was qualified, but he was still hiding. And he was hiding in his baggage. When God's calling for you, and he has qualified you to do it, you stand head and shoulders above everybody else he called for that position. Yet, because of your own insecurity, you are hiding among baggage. Well, they never picked me, and I never had the training for this, and I never had, but God called you. The only reason we ever meet David is because from the beginning of Saul having to, watch this, be dragged into position. Because he didn't embrace what God wanted to do in him, they literally said he was hiding among the baggage, so they found him and brought him out. When they called for David, he came when they sent for him. Don't call it divine obscurity when it's really insecurity. There's a...
Just throw the whole phone. Just. Whoo! Psalm 16, verse 14. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer. I am... The affirmations for today, from beginning to end. They not like us. They not like us. That's going to be my caption for Coffee Chat. Because they're not. I love you guys on purpose with so much purpose. Thank you for tuning in for Wake Up with RoAsia. There are so many ways that you can meditate. You can meditate in him. You can meditate in self. And you can meditate in sound. Different forms of meditation. I thank you guys for being a part of Wake Up with RoAsia, the RoAsia platform in its totality. Thank you so very much. If you have not yet booked your absolutely Absolutely, baby. We gonna go back to this day. Capri, you ain't gonna let me forget. We gonna go back to this day for the end of the month. Cause baby, whew. Now, for those of you that have not yet purchased your tickets, the tickets are, I believe they're still on sale. We have different forms of payment on the website. Um, there's a couple of hotel rooms still available. I am looking for this event to be beyond what I could ever imagine. The devil even tried this, but he don't get no play over here. He don't get no play over here. He don't get no play wherever I'm at. So, it is what it is. I am, I mean, every word I said today, as any other day. I don't take nothing back. I'm not going to hold anything back. Let me see what else. I think that's all. And I'm going to take my in between and go get Esco some water before he come in the house. And I will see you guys for coffee chat, okay? I love you guys on purpose, with so much purpose. As always, you know what it is. And I'll see y'all soon, all right? Bye, y'all.